Hari Om. Let us now continue to study the topic of Dhanam from the angle of Tamasa Dhanam. Shloka 22, I will recite and then we will move on. Adeshakale yaddanam apatrebhyascha diyate asatkrutamavat jnatam tattamasamudahritam. Yat danam, the charity which adesha kale, at the wrong place and wrong time, apatrebhyascha, and to unworthy recipients, asatkritam, without respect, meaning improperly, avidhivat, avajnatam, contemptuously, contemptuously, diyate, is given, tat, that charity, tamasam udahritam, is called tamasika. That charity is called tamasika. That charity which is given without respect, improperly, and contemptuously, at the wrong place and wrong time, and to unworthy recipients, is called tamasika. That charity is called tamasika. Dana given in the wrong place at the wrong time. Adesha kale. Adeshe kale is tamasa dana. Shankara says it is a place which is not clean. There is no wrong time to give charity except when it is too late to be of any help. It should be given in time. It should be given in time. And it should not be given to the undeserving. Apatrebhyascha. Apatrebhyah. And who are such people? Who are they? Shankara says they are people who cannot handle money, thieves, and so on. The problem with giving to a person who cannot handle money is that he will squander what you give and come back to you again and again for more. Doesn't know how to manage the gift that you have given him or her. Once you begin giving to such a person, you have to keep giving all the time. If you do not give, if you do not give, He will malign and abuse you. He will malign and abuse you. He does not quarrel with those who do not give. But if you give to him twice, thrice, and refuse the fourth time, you become a bad person. Similarly, you should not give to a thief or a drunkard or a gambler or anyone else who will not use the gift properly. You must value what is given to you. Ishvara Prasada is coming to you. A gambler always thinks he will win tomorrow, but is never able to repay his debts. Giving to such people is not proper. It is not dana at all. At all. The words adeshe and akale remind me of what Swami Paramarthananda spoke about in the context of this shloka once before. Adeshe means supposing in the height of at the height of winter in Rishikesh, you give someone summer clothing. Likewise, to someone in Chennai where it is searing heat, you give someone a chadar or a blanket. How out of place it would be, isn't it? How insensitive it would be. Then akale, like Poojya Swamiji said, when the help ought to be given, it has to be given. A friend in need is a friend indeed. When first aid has to be meted out, it has to be done first. You cannot give first aid after 7 hours. When the golden hour has gone well past recovery, a possibility of recovery. No. It is when someone is struggling, you need to give them first aid. Then talk about everything else. So, giving to a drunkard or a gambler or a thief is not dhanam at all. Even though the person to whom you give is deserving, it is not real dana, says Poojya Swamiji. If it is not given properly, even though the person to whom you give is deserving, it is not real dana if it is not given properly, asat kritam. In India, there is a religious protocol that must be followed, which includes pleasing words and on certain occasions, washing the feet of and offering dana to the recipient. It's a beautiful, touching scene. Krishna, Lord Krishna, the Lord of the universe, washes the feet of Sudama, Kuchela, who comes visiting him at Dwaraka. What a scene to even imagine. Sheer humility, an avatar of humility, embodiment of humility. In India, there is a religious protocol that must be followed, which includes pleasing words and on certain occasions, washing the feet off and offering dana to the recipient. Guru Pada Puja, Guru Gurov Padodakam Samyak. Shoshanam Bhava Sindhoscha Nyapanam Sara Sampadaha Gurov Padodakam Samyak Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. That much value there is in that Pada Udakam. Once you do, once you do Pada Prakshalanam, washing the feet of a Mahan, of the recipient, and sprinkle that water on yourself. It has the capacity to purify yourself and everyone else on which it is sprinkled. If you give some money to the right person at the right time and place, but give it improperly by just throwing it at him, that is without honor, it is tamasam dhanam. Never do that. Never. With great humility, it must be carefully, caringly done. Avijnata. Avajnata means making the feel ashamed that he came to you and asked for help. Never, never, never do that. Never do that. It is absolute discourtesy. Mahapapam. Though you give, it is only after criticizing the person for half an hour. Giving with such disrespect and even contempt is avajnatam danam. Avajnata danam. This chapter began with Arjuna asking a question about a person who performs rituals without following the Shastra Vidhi, but with Shraddha. Remember? How do we view those karmas in terms of gunas? Are they sattvika, rajasika, or tamasika? This chapter began with Arjuna asking a question about a person who performs rituals without following the Shastra Vidhi but with Shraddha. How do we view these karmas, those karmas in terms of gunas? Are they sattvika, rajasika, or tamasika? Was Arjuna's question. Now Krishna answers that question. He says that if a person has Shraddha and performs the karma saying Om Tat Sat at the beginning and at the end, it is enough to make the karma sattvika. Beautiful. Even if he does not follow, even if he does not follow the Shastra Vidhi completely. Let's go over that statement again. Krishna says, if a person has Shraddha and performs the karma saying Om Tat Sat, Om Tat Sat at the beginning and at the end of the karma, it is enough to make the karma sattvika. Even if he does not follow the Shastra Vidhi, even if he doesn't follow the Shastra Vidhi completely. If there is an omission, either due to ignorance or haste or some distraction or unavailability of certain materials, then that can be made up by simply saying Om Tat Sat. Beautiful. These words set at the beginning and at the end, these words Om Tat Sat said at the beginning and at the end make the karma complete. How do we know this? How do we know this? It is purely from Shastra, Shraddha. Guru Vedanta Vakyadishu Vishwasa Shraddha. Vishwasa. Saying Om Tat Sat makes the karma efficacious. Even in a puja, one offers akshata. Even in a puja, one offers akshata as a substitute for clothes. Akshata are rice grains made auspicious. Rice grains made auspicious. Even in a puja, one offers akshata as a substitute for clothes, ornaments, and so on. Akshatan samarpayami. Pushpartham akshatan samarpayami. You may not have sufficient flowers. You can offer akshata, sanctified rice grains, by smearing them with turmeric powder and saying a few mantras. This will never work in human transaction. But in a ritual, we have options, and one of them is saying Om Tat Sat to make up for any omissions or commissions. The complete sentence, though just indicated in the verse, is Om Tat Sat Ishwararpanam Astu. Om Tat Sat Ishwararpanam Astu, or Brahmarpanam Astu. Sarvam Brahmarpanam Astu. Let this be an offering unto the Lord who is Om Tat Sat. At the beginning of any ritual, and then again at the end, it is common practice to say Om Tat Sat. In this way, when the karma is dedicated unto Ishvara, it makes the karma sattvika and therefore more efficacious. What a beautiful explanation. Lovely, Puja Swamiji. With that, we will say Om Tat Sat for the moment. And in the next shloka, verse 23, we will hear from Swamiji, from Lord Krishna, and from Shankara how saying Om Tat Sat makes the karma efficacious. Until then, Hari Om. ॐ दुर्जनः सज्जनो भूयात् सज्जनः शान्तिमाप्नुयात् शान्तो मुच्येत बन्धेभ्यः मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचयेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ